If you're ever in Europe in February and you want to try something really fun and new, you should try attending Carnevale. The Italian Carnevale is known throughout the whole of Italy, but is most popular in Venice, where it originated. I will tell you the history of Carnevale, the different carnivals you can attend, and the different mask options you can choose from. Carnevale comes from the Latin breakdown of carne and vale, which means farewell to meat. The tradition started with the defeat of Ulrich II of Treven. He was defeated in 1162, and upon his release from prison, he was told that he must donate annually 12 loaves of bread, 12 pigs, and one bull. Now, the wearing of masks started when the slaughtering of animals in the Piazza di San Marino became a celebration. Men wanted to throw scented eggs at women, and of course, they couldn't let the police know their faces, so they wore masks. The tradition grew, but the goal was always the same: to keep your identity hidden. As the years progressed, Venetians started wearing masks more and more, and eventually they started wearing them 6 months out of the year. So the tradition and significance of Carnevale faded away. In the 1700s, Austria took over power of Venice, and this completely halted Carnevale for several years. Carnevale was not brought back to life until the 1970s, and it is now one of the biggest tourist attractions in Europe. Venice is not only known to celebrate Carnevale, but most big cities throughout Italy do as well. You can go and visit the Battle of the Oranges in Ivrea. It is exactly how it sounds. It's a battle with oranges, and it can get pretty violent, but it is one of the most exciting carnivals you can attend. You can also go to places like Milan, or Florence, or Sardinia. They have their own version and a parade to go with. But for most of the locals who don't want to travel all the way to the bigger cities and would like to stay at home, they only have to look to the next town over, and more than likely they're going to have their own carnival celebration. Now, there are many different types of masks to wear. I will tell you about the bauta. This is a kind of boogeyman mask. It started with a facial mask that is completely white and is worn with black clothes, black cape, and a black three-cornered hat. It is worn by men to scare children. Then there's the Mureta. It's a full face mask that covers everything but the very outer edges of your face. And this is usually worn by women who would enter gambling houses and didn't want anyone to know who they were. And it is now known to be worn by both men and women for all kinds of reasons. Now, the wearing of masks can differ upon what you want to portray. You can have an animal mask, or you can have just the most beautiful mask that you see, or you can have a theme to it. But the goal is always the same: to look towards history. Now, a woman's mask can look like this. This is what the Mureta would portray. It is a full face mask that you can only see the eyes and maybe the outer edges of the face. It is elaborately decorated to have the bells, but it can also have feathers and leaves and everything else, and it's usually made either ceramic or paper mache or hard plastic nowadays for our industrialists. They are painted in any color known. This has gold, and it has the music for back in the days when music was most popular in Venice. And it also has little portraits of gondolas and boats on the Venice canals. This is what a men's mask might look like. It has the longer nose, but it is only a half-face mask. The longer nose helps to hide away the face, so you still can't tell who it is. And it also has the little portraits on the side and the gilt painting. Also, these can come in full face masks as well as any other kind of nose that you can recognize. this is what a child's mask looks like. As you can see, it is supposed to be portrayed as an animal. It is supposed to be a cat. But depending on what animal you want to portray, they will have that animal for you. Now, I have told you what the meaning of Venice is, or the meaning of Carnevale, the different carnivals you can attend, and the different masks that you can choose from. So I highly recommend you come to Carnevale next time you're in Europe. Thank you.